Hello everyone, in this video I am going to discuss about white box testing. White box testing is also called a structural testing technique in software testing methodology. So let's start. White box testing is a way of testing the external functionality of the code by examining and testing the program code that realize the external functionality. So it is a methodology to design the test cases that use the control structure of application to design test cases. White box testing is used to test the program code, code structure, and internal design flow. Okay, so this is one of the general introduction, and from here we can see that white box structure measure and design technique described in that particular standard should be clear in that particular standard. More clarity may be there. Okay. Next, there is a definition. Lots of definition is specified in different books and articles. Basically, white box testing, also known as clear box testing, glass box testing, transparent box testing, and structure-based testing. And it can be applied all level of software development lifecycle, and it is found in unit, component, and integration level. That these are the different part through which we can implement the white box. Okay. In that particular diagram, showing the white box testing. So very first, from here we can see that it is showing dynamic testing. Mean generally, the white box testing is classified into two categories: static and dynamic. Static technique is a type of testing in which the program source code is tested without running it. Okay, and we only need to examine and review the code. It means that we need not execute the code. We need to find out whether the code works according to the functional requirement, and the code has been written in accordance with the design and developed earlier in project lifecycle. Okay, so static testing can be done by humans or with the help of a specialized tool. So static white box testing is the process of carefully and methodologically reviewing the software design. So in that particular video, only we'll discuss some dynamic white box testing technique. Okay. Generally, from here we can see that dynamic testing again classified into two categories: white box and black box. Okay, and white box techniques are different. There are different white box techniques. We have statement coverage, decision coverage, condition coverage, multiple condition decision coverage. These are the different techniques. Okay, so let's start with statement coverage. Okay, statement coverage, and most of the programming language, the program construct may be by using a sequential control flow or a two-way decision statement like if, then, else, or multi-way decision statement like switch, or even loops like while, to, repeat. Okay, so statement coverage refers to writing test case that execute each of the program statement, and in that particular technique, we assume that more the code covered, the better is the testing of functionality. So, for a set of sequential statement, test cases can be designed to run through from top to bottom. And there are the two cases may be there. If there are asynchronous exception in the code like divide by zero, then even if you start test case at the beginning of section, the test case may not cover all the statement in that section. And the second case may be a section of code may be entered from multiple points. In case of if then else statement, if we want to cover all statement, then we should also cover then and else part of the if statement. Okay, so the good percentage of defect in the program come about because of loops that do not function properly. More often, loop fail in what are called boundary conditions. So we must have test cases that skip loop completely, check the loop for n equals to 1, try covering the loop at boundary value. Okay, so the statement coverage for a program, which is an indication of percentage of statement actually executed in a set of tests, can be calculated as that particular formula it is showing statement coverage is equals to number of statement exercise divided by total number of statement multiply by 100. Okay. For example, suppose if total number of statement exercised like 8 and total number of executable statement in the program is 10, like here 10, then statement coverage is equals to 8 divided by 10 into 100, 80%. Okay, so this is one of the white box texting. Next we have another white box testing technique, condition coverage. Okay, so uh, in condition coverage, suppose if we covered all the paths possible, it does not mean that program is fully tested. So path testing is not sufficient as it does not execute each part of the Boolean expression. So relation expression and so on. So this technique of condition coverage or predicate monitor, that is also called, whether every operand in complex logical expression has taken on every true false value. Okay, obviously this will means more test cases and number of test cases will rise exponentially with the number of condition and Boolean expression. For example, in if then else there are 2 raised to power 2 or 4 possible true false condition. The condition coverage which indicates the percentage of condition covered by set of test coverage. So it has the same formula like statement coverage, like condition coverage is equals to total decision exercised, we can say, like previous formula. Here in uh, we can say that total number of decision exercises, okay, and divide by total number of decision in the program and multiply by 100. This is only the change in condition coverage. Okay, so these are the two techniques for perform the white box testing. These are the some of the advantages and disadvantages of white box testing. From here we can see that it has been optimizing the code. Okay, and from here, but it has a cost expensive method of testing, and that is a disadvantage. White box testing is extra line of code can be removed, and but here one more major disadvantage with the white box testing is that it is difficult to maintain white box testing as the use of specialized tools like code analyzer and debugging tool basically. These are the differences that should be clear in your mind, that what is the basic difference between black box and white box testing. Uh, Internal black box testing means internal working of an application are not required, while white box testing knowledge of the internal working is required. And this is also called closed box driven testing. It's called, as the name implies, clear box testing. These are the user and user tester and developer can perform, while normally done by tester and developer. And finally, this can only be done by trial and error method, black box testing, while white box testing, data domain and internal boundary can be better tested. That's all. Thank you.